Autistic people are believed by some to not be very empathetic, or to be less or even incapable of understanding how others feel. But many realities about autism call this belief into question. Like other autistic traits, the ability to feel and express empathy varies tremendously among autistic people. And what could be seen as low empathy in one individual may instead simply be reflective of differences in communication, facial expressions, or vocal tone. Further, how those of us on the spectrum respond to the emotions of others might simply differ from those who are not autistic, and how we display emotions can be very different as well. The ways autistic brains work lead to social and communication distinctions that are well established. Thus, it would be wrong to expect an autistic person to respond to reflect, or to exhibit emotion the same as non-autistic people. And it would be equally wrong to assume that if we don't show our emotions like others, that we cannot empathize. There's even a named condition for a decreased ability to put words to emotions. It's called Alexithymia. It's more common in autistic individuals than non-autistic individuals. A person with alexithymia has difficulty describing and expressing their emotions. They also may face challenges in understanding or interpreting their feelings and emotional cues. As some with alexithymia describe it, language can seem too simplistic or not accurate enough for the depth and complexity of what they are feeling at certain times. Separately, one stereotype which is sometimes true about autistic people is that we have trouble with eye contact. Some autistic people are uncomfortable with eye contact, especially in certain situations. But why an individual may be uncomfortable with it might surprise you. I know people who describe eye contact as being too personal or invasive. I remember at least one occasion when a person described it as almost looking into a person's soul. Another thing which certainly counters the stereotype about autistic empathy is the reality of hyperempathy, which is fairly common in autistic people. Hyperempathy indicates a higher than average tendency toward empathy and a ready, almost automatic connection to the feelings and emotions of others. I know many autistic people who experience hyperempathy, and it is one of my own autistic traits. Hyperempathy can lead to some people assigning emotions to inanimate objects, like thinking that a t-shirt that doesn't get worn very often might be sad or lonely. It has led to me rescuing countless worms who are stuck in the sun after the rain passes. I even dig up the earth a little bit in the place where I lay them to encourage them to settle in. My way of experiencing hyperempathy has me hurting for the owners of shops who don't seem to be doing a good business, and picking up on and internalizing the heightened energy and emotion of others at a graduation event or an occasion like the last day of the school year. Having hyperempathy can be an emotionally exhausting way to live. But just like other elements of an autistic life, it is not something we experience by choice. Our brains simply work the way they work. Having more people understand the way their own, possibly autistic brain works, or how the brains work of the autistic people they know or may meet, those reasons are why we made this course. Empathy and autism is a complex topic. Hyperempathy, certain challenges with eye contact, and alexithymia all demonstrate that autistic people certainly are capable of feeling and connecting, and are further proof that we can't make assumptions about a person just because they are autistic.